What is up, everybody? eDude Live here with a video I've been so excited to make. This is first look at Yokawai Book 1, aka Set 1, and Yokawai Book 2. Yokawai is the project I've been working on for the past year, and the cards, I just got them shipped today, and I'm so excited to give it a try and teach you guys how to play. After a year of development, the balance has gotten a lot better. I can't wait to take a look at these cards too. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to play. First, you need your first deck should have about 30 cards to 60 cards. I guess it's debatable. Right now I have 36 cards. That's how much the set comes with. So you get your 36 cards there, and you're gonna need 2 dice to keep your 12 HP, and that is your life points. So essentially, if you run out of life points, you lose. And your goal is to reduce your opponent's life points. So, of course, let's get it started. Shuffle up your deck. I like to do 7 shuffles. And I think a riffle shuffle would be nice because these cards are brand new and they don't have any warp to it. It kind of feels trippy to not have any warp to it. So, start off. I will go first on this side, I think. So you draw 6 cards to start. Both players will draw 6 cards to start. This is set 1. It's all filled with fire type Yokawai. So both players will draw 6. I'm going to be playing as Book 2 as well. Book 2 is the water type deck. So feel free to buy either one. You don't have to, you get to choose now. Before, when set 1 was the only set out. But this is my first time actually trying set 2, so. Set 3 is also ready to be released pretty much. Can't wait to do that, but not just yet. Right now, let's focus on set 1 and set 2. Set 2 needs to practice. I mean, I kind of have to see the balance test. So draw 6 for both players. Imagine there's 2 players. This is my first time actually looking at these cards. Gotta say, I'm pretty excited about it. The centering isn't actually the best. On the top there, you can see the water power isn't ideal, but I don't think it's that bad. No mulligans. The 6 cards you get are the 6 cards you get. And let's get started. First player, draw a turn for your turn. Once per turn, you get to draw a turn. And also, once per turn, you get to play or summon 1 Yokawai. It's officially a summon. You can summon up to 6 Yokawai onto your back line, as it's called in this game. And here we have a Dragona. It's a basic, but if you have been keeping up with Yokawai set 1, obviously Dragona is Charmander. Her name is Dragona. She looks like a normal person for now, but there's a thing called ascending in this game, and essentially the goal would be to get this Charmander into a Charizard. I just had to make a reference to that one. You know, dragons are such an iconic part of these types of games. So, of course, you can only summon once per turn. You can see I have other Yokawai in my deck, or in my hand right now, but you can only summon them once per turn, so a little bit of a balance change. And the player who goes first cannot attack. It's only fair. Here's another card here that can't be used on the first turn. You can read it. It's the only card that can't be used on the first turn, but it's just so OP. If you guys know the card Iono from Pokemon, as you can tell, that's my main game. It's very similar to Iono, so you can understand why you don't get to use it on your first turn. It shuffles both players' hands, and it's just OP on first turn, so it's not allowed to be played. We also have energy cards. If you play Pokemon, you know how these are. If you play Magic, maybe island or lands is the reference. So of course you can attach 1 per turn as well. So we're gonna attach 1 to the Dragona. No attacking. So we're gonna have to pass turn here already. We're gonna play the water side now. Draw turn. We also got Pauline, which is, I guess, Squirtle, if we're really doing this comparison. We're gonna summon the Pauline. Show it to you. It's my first time actually looking at it as well. I've added some flavor text there at the bottom. So it says, it's kind of cheesy to say out loud, so just buy the card yourself. And find the lore of Yokawai. Alright, we've got quite a hand here. This is a new card, just from this set, only in set 2, the water set. called Wishing Well. Discard a page from your hand to draw 2 pages. Discard a page from your hand to draw 2 pages. Are we gonna do that? That is quite a question. I think I'm gonna do it. First time using this deck, it's worth it. I'm gonna do Wishing Well and then draw 2 pages. Wishing Well, discard a page. I'm gonna discard the water energy. Allows me to draw 2. We got Water Balloon. I want to troll, kind of a troll card. Might still need some bounce changes, but it's sometimes you need filler cards, and it's a filler card, undoubtedly. In the future, it might become OP if I decide to change it up. I've had some ideas still. This is our hand now. We summoned already. We haven't attached. I think I'll attach return over here. We have a card called Chest, and we have Lunar Cycle. Lunar Cycle is pretty much Professor's Research, which is discard your hand and then draw 5 pages. Has a once per turn there, so you can only do that one once per turn as well. Chest, search your collection for 1 page and put it into your hand. Is that something we need right now? I don't think so. We're gonna play a Water Balloon. Water Balloon, discard 1 page from your hand, deal 2 to a target. I'm gonna do it. So, 2 damage. Can either go straight to my HP or to a Yokawai. I think I'm gonna go for the HP on my target, on myself. So that's some damage right there actually already. Pretty awesome stuff here. We have a couple cards here now. Chest. I think we're gonna play Chest. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I kept on doing that actually. Search your collection for 1 page and put it into your hand, then shuffle 1 page from your hand into your collection. So I'm gonna play the Chest here, look in through my deck for any card I want. Pretty OP, but in order to use this OP card, I have to play another card into my deck. The card I'm gonna look for actually is gonna be Angel. Angel's the newest card I've created. It's kind of like a Pokeball for Pokemon ways. It allows me to summon 1 more Yokawai. So as I was saying earlier, you can only summon once, but if you have the card Angel, this is my first time actually using it, it's a new card, I get to summon from either my hand, my collection, or my discard pile. So I'm gonna go place that into my hand. Technically you don't have to shuffle, so I'm not going to. But to finish off Chest, you can't just put the card into your hand, you have to trade it with something else. So I'm gonna trade in this Pauline, and that's the end of Chest. You take 1 from your collection and then you put 1 into your collection. So Pauline is back into my collection. Next up I have, as you remember, I have Angel in hand. I'm gonna play that Angel. So Angel gets played. I get to summon 1 from my collection. Who's it gonna be? We have a couple options here. So this is a Pauline Ascended. As you can see, that's the Pauline, the basic. This is the Ascended or the Evolved version in translation. So the card is, we're playing right now is Angel, which is search your deck for a Yokawai and summon it. So we've got a couple here to go through. We have Captina, Mermaiden, and April, the Trident of the Sea. April, the Trident of the Sea has the ability Flow, which allows you to attach 1 water power from your discard pile into a Yokawai on the field. Mermaiden has the ability called Siren, which is kind of like Boss's Orders. It forces you to choose to defend. And we have Captina. I think we're going to go with Captina for now. Captina's ability is discard 1 page to draw 1 page. It's a good draw engine, so we're going to play that. Summoned. We've used Angel, so we've begun to manage 2 summons this turn because we used Chest to get Angel. Pretty awesome stuff here actually. Alright, 1 card in hand left. And we got Lunar Cycle. Discard your hand, draw 5. Discarded, I guess that goes here. Draw 5. First time using the water deck. This is actually a balance test as well, stress testing. We got a Yokawai in our hand, but we can only summon once. We've attached once. We have a couple cards here though that I kinda am excited to use. We got another Angel. Since we have an Angel, we're playing it. Summon another Yokawai. So this side of the field has gotten a really good start. We're gonna go with that. Is that what we want right now? Is April the one that we need? I think we're gonna go with the Captina just because it's pretty fun. I like where this is going. 2 Captinas on the field. Thanks to the Angel. Shuffle it up. I'm gonna do 7 times. That's what I always do. It's kind of like a ritual. Superstition, maybe. Purified barrel. Search your discard pile for a water power and add it to hand. Kind of a weird card. It's fishing rod. Look at the top page of your collection. You may either add it to your hand or discard it and draw another page. We're gonna play with some spice here. We're gonna play the fishing rod. Discard, or you play the fishing rod. You look at the top card. You can either take it or you can discard it and take the next one. We're gonna toss this one. This is called Devil's Demand. It's kind of like Boss's Orders. Pretty important card. We don't need it right now. We're gonna toss it and take the next one. We get Wishing Well. Pretty awesome. There goes fishing rod into the discard. This is our hand right now. Wishing Well, discard a page, draw 2. We're doing it. Just want to see the drawing. And drawing in card games in general is some of the funnest things you can do, just to test your luck. So here we go. We're getting through the deck here. Quite a big turn we had on this side of the field. And honestly, maybe even getting attached for turn that last one would have been useful. From one of the other Yokawai, but we're out of angels, so this is our hand now. We got Chest, Mermaiden, Solar Cycle. Solar Cycle is both players shuffle their hand. We're gonna play it right here because might as well. We have it in hand. We're playing Solar Cycle. In order to play this, both players shuffle their hand, and if you know Iono, it goes into the bottom of your collection. So both players will do that. So this doesn't just affect the player, but also your opponent. So the reason that this is such an important card is that you can take what's in your opponent's hand and you can put it into the bottom of the collection, which is some brutal stuff. So you only draw 4 for this Solar Cycle compared to Lunar Cycle's 5. And it's for both players, so that can be pretty insane. It's a game-winning card in Pokemon, so. But that being said, it can only be once per turn, so we can't do that again. We get another Devil's Demand, Purified Barrel, and a bucket. Discard 1 page from your hand and search your collection for 1 water power. Might do that. So I'm gonna have to discard something from the bucket in order to get 1 water power. It's gonna be Devil's Demand. It's gonna be sad to say goodbye to it, but this deck doesn't actually need Devil's Demand. As I said, Mermaiden is just as good. Boom. Bucket. Gets water power, put it into our deck. Or put it into our hands, sorry. And then you shuffle your collection. There is a translation between page equaling card and deck equaling collection. So just keep that in mind, that it pretty much just is the same words, just translated. Oh, here's the water we got. And I think we're gonna just chill on this hand. So to end your turn, you can either pass or you can attack. And since we have an energy on the field or a water power, we can actually play Pauline's Attack, which has a 1 water requirement. So in order to attack, you just place the Yokawai on the front line. Now this is where the interactive ability comes into play, where as a defender, I can defend this attack because I also have a Yokawai that has 1 power. So I have the required power in order to play Burning Rage. So these are pretty much the same attacks. And I guess they both get to draw 2. And they both take 2 damage. So I'm gonna need some extra dice. 2 here, 2 here. Bring them back to the back line. That's actually what it's called. Back line and front line. And that ends the turn. But the effect is draw 2. So I'm gonna draw those 2. And also draw the 2 here. And it's this side's turn now. Let's see what's next. Okay, we've got a combo here. We have 2 main cards here. We have Dragon Wing Sword, which allows you to search your collection for a firepower and attach it to a Yokawai. If you read Dragana's ability, it says Dragon Wing Sword. You may only ascend after playing Dragana, Dragon Wing Sword. So usually you would be able to just place this on top, but specifically Dragana, in order to ascend Dragana, you can see it says that you ascended. You have to do that 1 turn after, just like Pokemon. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Play Dragon Wing Sword first. Search the collection for a firepower, attach it. Shuffle that up. Whoops, forgot one. And since we've played Dragon Wing Sword, you must play the Dragon Wing Sword in order to ascend. It's kind of like rare candy, but here we go. Dragona Ascended. It's the highest attacker in the game so far. It allows you to discard all the firepower to deal 4 damage per each firepower discarded. So we technically have 8 damage already. So let's go and ascend that right now. And what else we have? We still have our summon per turn. The best summon per turn would probably at this point be the Torch Mage. But we also have a Lunar Cycle, which is discard and draw 5. Kind of tough. I think we're going to have to use our summon here. We're going to use our summon to summon Willow. So we just have more Yokawai, and we're going to go for the Lunar Cycle, which is discard your hand and draw 5. See ya! It's a big card to draw 5. We get 2 angels off the top, which is exactly what we were looking for. And we also got a card called Burning Sacrifice. So these are new cards that were added since last year. And they're pretty good, but we already have a good start, which is good. And we also got a firepower. We have the potential to attach that here. Don't actually know how this interaction works yet. This is the first time I've really gotten this far into a game. Angel. We are playing that angel in order to summon another Yokawai. We have a couple choices here. We have Magma, which recycles power from your discard onto your hand. And we have the other option, Torch Mage. Since we have 2 angels, we're going to take both. Torch Mage allows you to attach 1 firepower from hand to a Yokawai and then draw 2. I'll show you that instead of reading it to you. So we'll first take the Torch Mage. And then I'm going to do a magic trick on you just to be a troll. Pretend I shuffled that. And we're going to play another angel because we have 2 in our hand just like there. And surprise, it's on the top. Put that on the field. I'm going to shuffle now. We have 2 cards in hand. And unfortunately, Burning Sacrifice requires you to discard a Yokawai. So don't think I'm in the mood to do that just yet in order to search for anything. Just going to shuffle up. Just like regular playing cards. Anything in our discard to use? Doesn't look like it. Burning Sacrifice. Is it worth it? You guys think it's worth it? It actually is worth it. Burning Sacrifice, oh shoot, that's tough. We're gonna use Burning Sacrifice. Discard the Willow from the field. Search our collection for anything. That is the power of the Burning Sacrifice. So now we can search our collection for anything. And I think we're gonna have to go with the firepower because we need it. Don't think I need to reveal it, so for future reference, you don't actually need to show your opponent what card you got or what page you got. The reason why I decided to go with that is because we have Torch Mage, and I think I'm going to play it. So I'm going to tap the Torch Mage to play its ability, and I'm going to attach it onto itself, actually, and draw 2, as the ability says. We got a Devil's Demand. We're just going to clutch the game for us, honestly. Okay, I think I can force somebody to defend, or I can force them to not defend. I'm gonna do, I guess it doesn't really matter if I force either one of those. I think I'm gonna do, it would be bullying if I did a boss's orders on that, and it's like the first game ever. It'd be sad if I did that. Okay, I'm gonna use Devil's Demand in order to stop this one from attacking, or from defending. And with this hand, I can't do anything else. So this one is stopped from defending. I'm gonna play this to attack. Oops. I'm also gonna play this because I have 2 attackers. Okay, that's kind of insane, actually. The attack on this one reads, this attack does 1 damage for every firepower attached. So I'm dealing 1 damage. Not the biggest attack, but if you can get a lot of firepower attached, you're dealing at least a little bit more. What happened there? So I've got 2 attackers here. This one can't move. I'm gonna use this to defend that one and Pauline is going to defend this. Truthfully, I don't need to defend it, so I think I'm gonna keep it in the back line on second thought. And that means this one will go straight to the health points, as you can see. Whereas this Captina will defend this tech over here. And like it says, the Dragon Ascended deals 2 damage, or it does 4 damage for each discarded. So I'm going to discard 2 from here, deal 8 damage. Captina has 6 HP, so that is knocked out. And then this one gets a free attack, -1 right here. That's the end of the turn for this one. Can retap everything. And switching sides to this side. Let's see what we get. We get the Pauline Ascended. We're going to do that. And it says the ability here is, when you ascend it, you may attach 1 firepower from your collection to a Yokawai on the field. So we're going to do that right now. Whoops, that goes here. And on the ability, I'll tap it in anyways. What is that? And attach this water power. The deck has been really thinned here. We're about halfway through it. Pretty hype. I don't think if you run out of cards that counts as a loss. I think you just keep playing. But that being said, you'll be out of juice. So maybe having 60 is a good thing. We have a summon per turn here. We're going to play the Mermaiden. Mermaiden's pretty awesome. But we might regret that because we do need another Yokawai on the field right now. Purified Barrel, switch discard pile for water power and put it to your hand. Dang, that's tough. We could have used that earlier. I'm gonna play a Fishing Rod or a Solar Cycle. One or the other. Attach from hand. It's gonna go here. Just because that's a guaranteed attack. This one needs 1 water power, this one needs 2. So we're gonna attach it there. Gonna play Fishing Rod. Look at the top card if you want it. This is the alternate art for Pauline. We already have the Pauline on the field, so unfortunately I'm gonna discard this and draw another one. We get another Pauline. But hey, not what we needed, but getting through the deck is better than not getting through the deck. So we got rid of it. We don't need it. Time to move on. So I'm gonna use the Purified Barrel just cause. It's gonna allow me to search my discard and put it into my hand for a water power. We have 1 more in the deck for future reference. We already used our water attach for turn, or power attach, so we can't do that anymore. We have a Solar Cycle, and we're going to play that. The last one. You have a maximum of 2 per deck for any. Like I said, this one takes 4. And it's for both players, not just one. So say goodbye to these. Bam. Whoops. Kind of messed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Alrighty, here's our new hand. That one is not even, we're not even playing that hand right now, so just chill with that one. We also have a Lunar Cycle here, pretty tough. Discard 1 page and search your collection for another one. Also have another Mermaiden. I don't know if we need another one. Discard a page. Discard a page. Either way we're discarding, I'm going to discard anyways. We are so tight on cards now. I did not think this one through that much. Unfortunately, we have not gotten Aquila. We don't need it just yet anyways. I think we're going to chill and play our attack. Oh wait, we still have Captina. We can play that ability. Discard a page, draw 1. Get the same Pauline. Incredible. We're going to chill here. What's the ability here? It's called Siren. Pretty much a Devil's Demand, so we can force somebody not to defend this, which is going to come in handy. Yeah, we're going to use this Mermaiden. Pretty incredible. Just realizing it now. We're going to play that and force the Dragana to stop. It cannot move. I just cut my hair if you're wondering what that is. Probably fell off my shoulders. Besides that, I use Mermaiden Siren to prevent... Is that what it says? Or is it only block? May force an enemy. Okay, so Siren forces an enemy to defend. We're going to force the Torchmage to defend. And the attack here... Ooh, discard 1 to deal 2 damage. Pretty awesome. Cannot be defended. So we're going to play this here and play this here. And the attack specifically states you cannot defend it. So this is a straight up 2 damage to my health. This one is gonna be 2 health here. Okay, now I'm gonna have to read you Pauline's attack, which does 2 damage to every opponent. That includes the player itself. So, big attack here. We got this one here. I'm gonna tap it to this. I'm gonna deal 2 here. I'm gonna do 2 here, and this one gets increased by 2. And that's that. Back to this side of the field. I have Torch Mage. We're gonna play that Torch Mage. Dang. That Devil's Demand would be huge right now. Draw 2 off the Torch Mage. Can we get another Torch Mage? We get a Furnace, Solar Cycle, another Dragona. Don't think we want that. Solar Cycle. Discard. Okay, Furnace is pretty much Water Bucket. Discard a page from your hand. Search your collection for firepower. We're gonna do it. Get the firepower right there. Now we actually have a hand attached, but this is getting pretty tough for both sides here to win this. The water side is really putting in work here. I have a hand attach. I'm gonna use hand attach right over here. That being said, we also have Magma, who allows us to take water fire powers from the discard pile. So we're gonna play a Solar Cycle. Guess everything else gets shuffled in here again, and it might even help out the enemy player. So who knows? Solar Cycle, 4 cards. After Naono type onto the bottom, draw 4 for them. Quite the hand they've got there. Alright, got some more cards here. Let me go take a look at what I have. I have Torch and I have Magma. I'm gonna play Magma. Take a firepower from my discard, put it into my hand. I have one more here, just one more. And with that, I actually have Torch, which is move 1 firepower from either your discard pile or from a Yokawai on your field to your hand. So I'm gonna play that and put this into my hand. Don't know if that's gonna be the most useful thing ever. It might be a throw, honestly. Might just be throwing. Might have been the wrong play to make, and we're not going back anymore. Misplays happen. You hate to see it, but hey, it's my first time playing. Discard the page, draw. Would have been nice. Would have been great. Lunar Cycle. You know, sometimes you have to take your time in these turn-based games to really think about your next move. So don't feel the shame in thinking your turn over. Lunar Cycle, I'm going to have to get rid of my whole hand in order to draw 5. I'm just going to do it for the sake of entertainment value. Get another Magma though. We might have to use it. And I might actually just do that. Whew, we got a Burning Sacrifice. Unfortunate timing. We got Magma. Allows us to grab one of those discarded firepowers, put it back into our hand after we tap it. That's our summon per turn, so I don't think we have another summon. We have Burning Sacrifice. We're gonna play the Burning Sacrifice. No, we're not. Why would I do that? We have Kindle. Kindle, discard a firepower, draw 3. We're doing it. Get the Torch Mage, but we need an Angel to really capitalize off of it. Here we go for the attack part of the turn. Of course, Dragona's here to attack. And we have this 1 to attack as well. So this one will be defended by you. This one will be defended by you, obviously. 1 damage here. Oh, this one has to get discarded. I didn't do that last turn, so ignore this. This one right here needs 2 damage. Discard both. That's another knockout. And reset. Go back to this side of the board. Untap these just in case. Draw for turn. We get a Trident of the Sea. Hell yeah. We're gonna play that Trident of the Sea. Tap that, which allows you to take your discard pile and attach it. Attach it to this one. This side of the field is moving right now. And I think I'm gonna just go for the attack. Ability play, force somebody to defend. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Obviously it's gonna be this one. Pretty big attack here. Gonna get the knockout right here. So of course this one can't be blocked. To go straight to my HP. I'm a half over here. Pauline does 2 damage to everybody once again. So that's 2 here. 2 here. Pauline is going off right now. But I get 1 retaliation here from the tech that I have. Incredible. Reset everybody on this side. Reset everybody on this side. Here we go. Draw for turn. You get once per turn. No more cards here. Rip. So I've got a couple cards we can't use. But we also have a couple we can. We have a big turn coming up here. Torch Mage gets summoned per turn. Play 2 magmas. They both can take both of these. So we took 2 because we tapped both. And we still have the Torch Mage ability that we did not use. But we can. Has 1 energy here. There's just so much defending. Torch Mage. Here. Don't have anything to draw, but that doesn't end the game. This is such a tough situation to be in. I'm gonna play this one here. This side is looking a little bit weak, unfortunately. Here we go. Dragon Ascended. And Torch Mage. How will the other side defend that? I think, and this one is obvious. This one has 2 HP, so this one's actually dying. But I don't want anybody else to die. Mermaiden, you should have discarded that earlier. Over here. Okay, this is kind of looking grim though, so there's a chance. There's potential here. But also, not that much potential. This is close, actually a close battle. So, here we got 2 damage, that's a knockout. Here we have, only have to discard 1, fortunately enough, for the knockout. And a reset. A little messy, but hey, still not too bad. Draw for turn on this side. This is our hand right now. We got another April. We're gonna tap that right off the bat. Take a water energy, attaches here. This one needs 2 energy to attack, so we're not getting that just yet. Gonna take a look at the last card. It's a water power, which I actually wanted, but in order to play the chest, I have to put something into the bottom. I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna attach from hand in order to get the attack, which is Trident Throw. Enemy Yokawai cannot retaliate. Dang. And Pauline as well. That was actually close. We're gonna deal. Nobody actually has to block this, if I'm being honest. We might have messed up last turn, but let's just ignore it, that we make some mistakes and pretend for the cinematic value. The game might have been over already on this turn. How much damage does this do? Nobody bounced this one yet at all. This is the first time using this deck on the far side. This is April, kind of OP. Deals 3 damage to my health. Can't defend it. I take 2 damage from the Pauline. I'm at 1 HP. And everybody else is hit for extra damage. This thing is already dead. I just realized what is going on here. These are all dead. Rip in peace. The water deck is actually insane. It's like OP how insane it is. I'm not sure how much I enjoy that. Oh wait, this is for you. Alrighty, we're on this side of the field. Can we end the game? I don't think so. We totally just got destroyed right there. We can go for this attack here. Got 4 damage on the field. Block that with this. That's dead, actually. Draw for turn on this side. I think that's the game. There's no other option but to lose here. Pauline goes for the attack. Deals 2 damage. That's the game. A good game. I just shook my own hand. That was the first look at Yokawai. Work in progress. Gonna have to make some balance changes, but that's the progress we've made so far year in. You can purchase set 1. I guess I need some buffs. I'm gonna go work on it, but look forward to both of these sets being updated. And set number 3 is actually almost ready, as I said. It's a grass themed deck, so look forward to that, because I know I am. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you guys. Bye.